From the very first moment that I held a camera in my hands, I knew that this device was a powerful device. I remember it was when we were shooting for an assignment for our Filipino class. We would shoot this movie from Dr. Jose Rizal's book El Filibusterismo. And I was given the chance to capture my classmates acting their part in the script. And I realized that I wanted to make my own videos from this camera. I wanted to capture things that happened and hopefully be good enough to share to other people, especially my family and my classmates and my friends. That was 10 years ago. I never really got to record or make videos because mainly this time my excuse was valid. I didn't have a camera. Now, you would tell me, why did you use your phone? I didn't have a phone that was capable of recording even 720p videos. That's how poor we were. And I always thought, I was always inspired by the likes of Ryan Higa. Because Ryan Higa was what we watched on when we were on high school. And I was very inspired by how creative his content were. Even though it was just a fun, sometimes quirky, but still an entertaining video. I always thought if I will just be given a chance to have that camera, then I could maybe create videos like Ryan Higa. That was my standard at that time. But years later, after I finished college, I did bought a camera for myself. My very first DSLR. Can I show that to you? Wait, this guy. My very first camera. The DSLR. Wait, the SL2? Canon SL2. Or in my country, it's Canon 200D. But weirdly, I now had all these new excuses why I couldn't make a single video. Maybe I need a new microphone so that I would have clearer audio. Then I need to have a better tripod because my tripod is a bit shaky. I would also need a new lens to achieve that blurry background. And then I would need a laptop to edit my videos on. I put off making videos because I had these excuses. If I bought these things, then maybe I could start posting and making videos. At some point, I scrutinized myself. If these things are valid, these excuses, or am I just putting off, am I just procrastinating? And so I convinced myself that, yeah, maybe you're just procrastinating. So I decided to make a YouTube channel and then post my very first video. And it was embarrassing. I never really thought that starting a YouTube channel will be this difficult for me. It was overexposed. My audio sucked. There were a lot of noise. And at one point at a video, you can see that it's getting dark because I had all these retakes because I couldn't English isn't my primary language, so I couldn't express what I had in my mind through the words that I was speaking. But still, I was proud of myself during that time because I did took a leap. I did pull the trigger to post and to start. I heard this video once from Alex Hermosis podcast where he talked about this two group of students. Their professor instructed them that they would make a pot. But this student A, was instructed to make the just one pot from in the whole semester, the most perfect pot that they can do. And this group of students, was instructed to make a pot every single day, regardless of the quality, regardless of how ugly it was. Just make a pot every single day for the rest of the semester. And the amazing thing was that the output of the group of students that were instructed to make a pot every single day was better than the output of the students that was instructed to just make one pot and make it perfect as possible. This analogy makes it simpler, makes it easier for me personally. Because I overthink. I I am a perfectionist, and it destroys all of that. It destroys that mindset that your videos need to be perfect. Everything must be smooth, and then you would post that video on the internet. Because not all of us are gifted. Some of you might be gifted, but for myself, I'm not the greatest in editing. I struggle with my English. But realize that if you do this every single day, you do this consistently, your video might suck now. But if you do that consistently, in 2 years' time, you won't recognize yourself from your previous video. And it may be embarrassing right now, but just take a leap. Because this video is for those people who are on the fence of whether or not they will be taking the action that is needed. Just take it. Because I believe that if you will take it and build that momentum, you will get better. Someday you will achieve that perfect video in your head. But if you overthink that, overthink things, you will just only be procrastinating, and you won't even make a single video. Because it's normal to suck first to get better later. And so that's the video. I hope you've gotten something out of it. See you in the next one.